Alrighty, so we begin back. You guys are what? You guys are at your dorms. I don't remember where we last left off.
I think we were going to school for a couple weeks.
Yes, that's right. That's correct. Skipping forward a couple weeks. You guys doing more school stuff. Um, how do you imagine y'all been doing at schoolings? Let's start there. Let's start with
Depends.
Keck. What do you
What
how well do you think you did at the schools?
what kind of schools would I be doing?
Well, you'd mainly be sticking more towards like what your class is.
Okay.
So like your class, you would probably be in the fighting ring, but you'd also be doing more stuff to orientate around your class, which I don't remember what your class is, to be fully honest. Let me look over
I'm
here.
gonna be leveling up in fighter. Like I came to the college as a
So
barbarian,
yeah,
but
you were like your
Barbarian.
full amount of time would be spent in that fighting ring.
yeah. And Keck would really enjoy the literal fist fighting he's learning with the uh un un oh crap no weapon fighting style. He's probably also like gotten into studying the giant runes, which might come up later. But I think primarily he would be annoyed when he can't, when something from class makes it so he can't put practice into things he normally does, especially since he wants to do a lot of flying competitions whenever he gets the chance.
Okay.
As long as it's not too knowledge based, I'd imagine he does quite well. Talks to everyone.
Alrighty. Nox. Now yours is a little bit of an interesting thing. So you would have spent most of your time previous weeks around the temples, which is over here at this bottom corner. You would have spent your because you were primarily a cleric before. You would mainly be around them. Mainly, I assume Nox would kind of stick more to the shadows and stuff. But now that you've taken a level in Druid, you are starting to split your time between both the um, the religious temples and now the nature reserve buildings.
Hmm. Yeah, I'd say he always had an affinity with nature, but he kind of lost touch with it for a while. And after a bit of a scare of his own abilities, he's trying to get back in touch with it, find balance again.
Mm-hmm.
Following the old gods and new gods at the same time.
Yeah.
Sylvis, you're mainly a cleric as well, so you probably would have spotted out Nox a couple of times. But you
Lurking.
notice that he's been there a little less
Okay.
now that he's taken some druidic classes. How do you think you've been getting along around the different temples for the different religions?
Yeah, I think I'm fairly disciplined, and I would like to learn as much as I can. I would spend a lot of time understanding. I would spend a lot of time reading and understanding about history, and maybe I also delve into some amount of arcana
Are you a
to
cleric of
see.
a specific god?
Sorry.
Are you a cleric of specific god?
Well, yeah, it's a god of my own making, and doesn't really have, let's say, a physical name to it. But what I do is I pay my regards to sun and earth in its physical form, and I draw strength from there.
Okay.
So yeah, I would probably be spending a lot of time reading and understanding quite a lot of material. I would also try to maybe read um on things which we witnessed in the last few weeks, so that I have a little bit more understanding about what's going on and what to expect, and that sort of thing.
Alrighty. Now, Saren, you've gotten to your class first time round. Let's see how your luck has fared. I'm gonna have you roll 2d20s with your stealth attached.
I'm not home right now, but I rolled it and hopefully it'll do beyond chat.
Yes, I see. Alrighty. So, the first time you made it, and you've been pretty lucky these past couple weeks. You've some weeks you've gotten in good, some weeks you've maybe got detected once or twice. Other times you got straight through. And your classes have been a little more different in terms of that. What archetype did you pick for your rogue?
So he tried doing different electives throughout the couple of weeks, so he found himself finding more in touch with the Arcana since we're dealing more with more magical based stuff. So he went into the trickster, arcane trickster stuff, just so he can somewhat keep up with the rest of the bullies.
Alright. So as you go into more arcane trickster, well, you notice that the layout of the stealth classrooms is kind of larger than it may seem for the building that it looks like. And you also have something of note. You have a direct pathway back to the Citadel. It is only one way, and it is only from the stealth classrooms back to the Magic Citadel. Now, this is a direct, but it only goes one way. So you can't come back from it. You always have to stealth to there. But this is something that you've discovered over the past couple weeks taking classes. Anyways, we're gonna move right on along. You wake up bright and early one morning as you all hear a knock on the door.
Keks up nice and early and we'll go get it without telling anyone.
You go and open the door, and standing in the doorway is a youngish elf. He is dressed in almost like a delivery outfit. And he's like, "Oh yes, here you go." And he hands you a sealed scroll.
Heck will almost immediately open it.
You open it, and you find that this is a summons from the head of the university for all of you.
He's gonna get excited, close the door and then open the door back up and then thank the person for for delivering it and then
As
close
you
the door.
open the door the second time, he's gone.
Oh, interesting. Guys! Look what we got!
Whoa, what'd you get?
Headmaster wants to see us.
Okay.
That
So it's the
amazing.
Do
usual,
this time.
nothing really special there, or what?
I don't know, it feels like we're part of like the special classes that keep getting summoned.
Yeah, it's a lot of like diplomatic stuff of like, oh, you have been summoned. Da da da. We will discuss why and yada yada yada. You get the gist that it is for a mission, and this is not because that you guys are like in trouble or anything.
Oh boy, time to send more letters. Hopefully, something
I
more
get the
exciting
feeling that it's
happens
because
today.
we're amazing. Though that's a feeling I normally get.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure other students fail a lot all the time. That's a little bit too much ego coming from us, but it is what it is.
Lifts, knocks. Come on!
I'll poke Dante. I'll poke Dante, who's still sulking for some reason. He's like, "Come on, bud, you gotta go."
He sleeps.
Nox will always help Jan, so.
So Alvas picks up his stuff and prepares to leave, and points to Keck that the door is this way, just to ensure that he does not fly off the window again.
I wouldn't fly out the same window. That one's totally a different.
Yeah, Nox would take all his stuff with him so they can get started immediately.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other preparations?
What? Sorry?
Any
No
other
other
preparations? Getting rations or whatnot?
Actually, I don't think we did. We actually consume ration last time.
We have not consumed rations yet, I don't think.
No, because I've forgotten about them. Now I'm remembering. Now I'm remembering rations.
Yeah, that'll be. So I think we're okay for now.
Yeah, I think if we need something, then we'll know about it after meeting the headmaster, and then
I do
we
feel
can
like
We can get
buy
it
some
before we
stuff.
head
a
out.
lot of our days have either been time skipped or in someone's care.
Yeah, true.
That is true. Beginning of
We'll hunt for
campaigns
food.
are often full of those kinds of encounters. Anyways, so you all head out. You all go up to the headmaster's office, taking the train. As you get into the city, you head straight towards the castle where the administration building is. And the guards let you in after showing them the letter. When you guys are in, you notice that the castle isn't like what you would expect from other castles. Like, there's no like fancy like drapery or anything. It's kind of just like normal stuff, and there are people like working at like desks along the row, and that like you guys enter straight into the throne room, and as you look straight down, you just see like another desk, like all the way down the hall, where the throne normally would be in like a traditional castle. And you walk up to the receptionist, and she goes, "Oh, why, hello there, young fellas. How are you doing today?"
Grand. We've been summoned by the headmaster.
"Ah, yes." And she points to her left, and she goes, "Right up those stairs, and take a right, then take a left, then take then go down 2 flights of another stairs, go up another flight of stairs, and turn right.
Heck will immediately start flying in a direction and probably be grabbed by someone.
Depends. If you were heading to a wall, he might have let you do it.
Nah, he was heading towards some stairs at least.
Sorry, the castle's so confusing. They just built it that way for intruders.
Yeah, I don't find it particularly hard to deal with.
We're trying to restructure, but we seem to find that a lot of the walls that need to come down are structurally founding, which sucks for us. Alright, so you guys head there. Once you get to the end of the instructions, I'm sure either Nox or somebody else is directing and getting lost every once in a while. You all reach a large wooden door with a young lady sitting at a particularly small desk, just kind of like doing some paperwork. And she goes, "Ah, yes. Please sit down and wait." And you guys sit down.
Heck can't help but move the entire time he is sitting down.
Are you moving as in like flying around, or are you moving as in just like
No,
a giddy
Probably
person
just
in their
flexing.
seat?
Like someone who can't sit still.
Okay, so
Just
someone
occasionally
who's
flexing and just like
yeah, just
Only
constantly
like-
hitting Nox in the face with his elbow as he flexes.
while kissing his biceps. Yep.
Yep.
Of course.
After a couple minutes, she goes, "You may enter now."
Rushes in.
As you enter, you see as the headmaster Buldev is returning back from his desk. As you can see, a sort of spectral image of a person kind of fade away. And he was like, "Ah, yes, the people I requested to see. How are you all?"
Grand, bright early morning. Something interesting to make the day special. I'm doing better than ever.
Yes. I trust that you all have experience with the rifts that have been appearing, correct?
Nox would
Yes.
definitely should look at the others.
Found one or two.
Made one or two.
Yes. I am aware of the transgressions. I read the report. Anyways, we have information that there might be one appearing on our border, as well as the Theocracy of the Savior's border. Normally, it wouldn't be such a concern. However, these rifts have been appearing more and more. And we'd like some people who have at least a little bit of knowledge about them to at least scope it out. You don't have to go up to it. You just need to watch and report back what happens.
I guarantee you at least one of them will go up to it.
Well, if it can't be helped, it can't be helped.
Keck laughs.
Nox pats him on the head.
He points and he points at a map, and I'm just gonna switch this over for people's viewing pleasure. He points over to a map, and he points over at a small extended storage is an actual like hard drive, and it just sounded very funky for a moment. Did not sound good. Now it sounds better. Anyways, he points down to this small village that is in like sort of like a crest. It's on like the southern tip border as well as bordering the uncharted lands. And I will move you all over. And it is right here. Sending out a pulse. Let me know when you see it.
Yep.
Go.
Bottom right.
Alrighty. Yep. So yes, he points there and he says, "We have word that it'll happen there. Now be careful, especially with other things that have been happening within the Theocracy. Communications have not gone well within our spy ranks. It seems that they have some sort of control over the people of the Theocracy and anyone who enters. We must find them and stop them before something happens. But that's a news for a different time. The rifts are our main threat at the moment. We believe they are transporting demons from their realm into here. And if our calculations is correct, even at 2 demons per rift opening, we would be overrun in about 5 rifts. Anyways,
So the very strong type of demons.
we do not know. We can only estimate from the demons that we've faced before.
Is their strength comparable to their size?
No. Anyways, good luck to you all. I will expect you all back, though, in a couple of weeks or so.
Couple of weeks.
I was never allowed this much time off school.
We are more...
As long as we get electives.
Yes, you can spend as much time off as you want.
It feels like we're... Oh, this does feel like more like a college thing.
Study at your own pace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope we run into something to make it
Educational.
training in. Yeah.
So which rift are we heading to first? Hello?
Oh, sorry.
I'm also thinking
yeah.
2 weeks. Do we need anything for that long on our own in the forest?
I would imagine it'd certainly be worth taking all our gear and camping kit.
Alrighty. So, you all head down to the closest stop, which would be there, and Dorsal joins you as you go through. Hello, Dorsal.
Hey bud, you missed the meeting.
Sorry, I'm up on the mountain. I might lose signal and be back and forth. I do apologize.
Cool.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, dorsal sounds funny. I'd like to check if he's still the slime monster.
Huh? No, I'm in my car right now. It's my Bluetooth.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say that literally.
He's a mechanical monster now.
Oh.
Anyways, so you guys get off the subway track and head along the main road.
Where are we going first?
It takes
Or-
you about 5 days to get to the border.
Okay.
And once you are at the border, you are greeted
need
with
to
two
test
very unhappy guards.
Well, they're never happy, are they?
Oi! Where do you two think? Where do you all think you're going?
We're supposed to go watch a mountain or something. Said it was interesting.
Official college business.
Yeah. Heard it all before. Let me see your papers.
Heck's gone through countries before. Does he have papers?
Did he give us papers?
No.
I mean, Kex came here from Birdland, which is quite a far way away. Does he have papers?
No.
Huh.
Nobody has papers.
Since when did it require papers to leave the College of Skills? We had to pass through here to get in the first place. Don't remember them then.
I don't know. Maybe you should ask.
Oh, that's what he was asking.
That was not
Oh,
stalking.
that was not. I thought that was.
Yeah, that was.
I thought that was you asking. Since I said so, now where are your papers?
So you can't legitimately explain why we need them when we haven't needed them before, and yet you're asking them just to be difficult.
No. It's the law.
Since when?
Since 2 months ago.
Surely if you need to change the law, you're going to have to inform the neighboring regions with enough notice so that they can make arrangements.
We don't give a shit about you unfaithful kind.
Well, you might just have to take that up with the headmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, look at me. No armor, no weapons needed. We're just gonna go in there and take a look. Be right back in a jiffy.
At
No,
this
you're
point, he
fine.
raises his spear towards your throat as you attempt to walk forward.
What race are they?
They are human.
Oh, how tragic. I put them to sleep. Or I try.
Roll.
Oh, it doesn't let me do that. I'm using that. Oh, that's not good.
I don't know what's good and what's not good. Nothing's posting.
It's come up in roll 20.
Yeah, I did.
Did it? Oh, I go. Why am I all the way up at the top? Why am I all the way up at the top of the thing? No wonder I didn't see any updates at all. 17. So, you successfully put one to sleep. And he goes, "Witchcraft! Witchcraft!" And he points his spear at all of yours. Good job. To the combat screen.
At least it's only one to deal with.
And for this purposes, the slime is going to be... the slime from last time is going to be
The slimy guard.
the guard. Because, well...
Fair enough.
kind of impromptu.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, roll for initiative. Whoever wants to be...
Hey,
Whoever wants to...
check we're in sync.
Jesus Christ.
At 20.
Oh, actually,
Oh.
I keep forgetting I get advantage on this. Oh, so much better. I mean, the slime does kind of look like a really shocked guard, to be fair.
Saren, are you gonna roll? Oh, you did roll initiative. Who's got? So it's actually. Okay. The guard goes first.
Wow, beat my nat 20.
Yes. Let me just. I'm gonna have to just bring up guard stat really quickly.
I would suggest it's non-lethal.
Is fall damage non-lethal?
Depends how far. And if he lands on his head.
Just
So who's everybody
creating,
fighting?
just creating a quick encounter really quickly so that I can bring up the character sheet. Alrighty. So then he is going to attack with his spear. I don't know if that does. Okay. I gotta type these in all. Oh nope. Oh. He fails. Alright. Keck, your turn.
Keck's gonna focus the rage and then go up to grab him.
Alright. Make an opposing strength check.
Athletics, and I get advantage because of rage.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Is it not? Oh, there it goes. He fails. So he is grappled.
I'll fly up as far as I can.
How
My
far is
speed
your
is
flying
half.
speed? How far
My
is your...
flying speed is 50, but when you're
So you're going
when you're
25.
grappling someone, you go 25 would be the absolute max. That
So
would be up.
Keck is up 25 in the air. And he is also up 25 feet in the air.
Like, oh, sorry, I just needed to catch my breath.
He is shitting himself.
Also, gosh, I got a 2 with advantage.
Yeah, he rolled a
Story of my
5.
life.
Alrighty, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, now we have Solvus.
I would go to the guard who's asleep and tie him up.
Okay,
Nice.
nice job. Alright, Saren, your turn.
It's only 2 guards.
One's asleep, one's in the air, dangling from Keck's grip.
Are you gonna drop him?
Probably not.
He is also pretty flailing and is scared shitless at the moment.
I won't drop him on purpose.
We could do it by accident, wink wink.
I mean, like, if he literally, like, fights his way out and falls... Sorry, bro.
It's alright, I've got mending, I'll fix him.
Mending doesn't work that way.
I mean,
Don't
they're
tell
an
them that.
object once they're dead, right?
Technically.
I got that quick.
Boy. What would I do?
Is that I could
So are
fix
these
him? I
the
didn't say I
college
could bring him back to life.
You do have
No,
your
it would just
arcane.
repair the damage on the dead body.
Do you have any ranged arcane trickster abilities?
No, but
You don't have any ranged spells?
I do, but it's a 15-foot cone.
Oh. Oh, that wouldn't work.
So I'll do.
We can also
Tasha,
turn
see if
this
he's
into a
laughing.
conversation now. He is up in the air. We're kind of in control of the situation. It can become a conversation.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it
true.
can.
He's
Alright,
basically a hostage now.
Alright, bud.
Are you-
Did anyone put you up to this? Because usually, like, students are free to go wherever they want.
It's the law. They put it out 2 months ago. Everyone got a visa a month beforehand.
We didn't.
Well, yeah, it's not supposed to go to filthy different races.
Drop him.
I'm sorry.
Guard.
Actually, I have
He
all-
looks up at you with like puppy dog eyes and is like, "I'm sorry."
Is he a guard for?
Don't worry, we
Where
have all of our papers right here, and I just like hold something below him so he has to like look down to see it. Do they look all right?
He is mortified.
Where is he? Like, where are we going in the first place?
He's just hovering in the air at the moment.
Oh no, like, which guards are these from?
Oh, the country you're trying to enter.
Which country are we going to?
The
first?
Theocracy.
Okay. Okay, but okay. I will just. I'll mage hand and try to get his weapon, disarm him of his sword if it's still held, like, attached to him.
No, the spear would have been on the ground. The
Okay.
spear is the only weapon he was carrying.
Okay. I'll wait for whatever. And I'll just have Tasha's hideous laughter prep just in case, like, he tries to do anything funny.
Okay. Nox, do you want to do anything?
I think I would probably say it's a little strange for the Theocracy guards to bar the way of clerics.
We don't block all clerics, just the ones that don't believe in the saviors. They are
How
not
do you know
allowed
what they-
into our country to spread the
How-
word of evil.
And
Oh,
how do you
God.
know what they believe if you block them before they can speak?
They have a sigil. They wear it around their necks. Normally, they're not allowed in the country, but on special permission, they are allowed. They
Oh,
wear a
God, they're
pendant.
indoctrinated. They're
This country
indoctrinated.
sounds
Just
fun.
an FYI, I might lose you guys.
Okay.
It's alright, we lose Keck all the time.
Ha ha ha. No, Keck loses Keck.
That is true. I really don't want to use another spell slot on this guy.
Could use a cantrip.
You could knock him out. Might take a couple hits, but
But Dorsal would like to yell up to Keck, "Drop him! I want to see what his insides look like."
He's like, "Oh no, please don't. Please, please
If he
don't
gets
drop
any
me."
more scared, we'll see what his insides look like anyway.
You see just some liquid dropping out and falling.
gosh.
You hear Dorsal in the background, "Do it, do it."
Keck thinks that's hilarious.
Solvus would actively try to avoid the liquids which is dropping.
He doesn't hate you.
No, to be honest, because I don't. despite the fact he's being an ass, I don't want to kill him.
I can slowly do like non-lethal damage by punching him in the air and getting my default grapple damage.
Just
don't
get
know
him
how
in a
many rounds
headlock
that
till he
would take.
passes out.
That's what we can flavor it as.
Yeah, I'd just shout up to you, knock him out.
GM, what do you think?
What do you want to do?
I'm basically gonna knock him out. I'm not sure how many rounds that would take, but I can like punch him and get my 1d4 damage per round for grappling someone, and then just whenever it knocks him out, it's non-lethal.
I mean, it'll take a couple rounds. But if you do it in the air, he's most likely gonna fall.
Oh well, I would I'm keeping him grappled while I punch him, while I do this, while I do that, while he's fainted, and then I would.
The longer he's in the air, the longer none of us can do anything, though.
That is true.
Though I don't know if Nox would think of that.
I mean, if
I
he's
think
just gonna be punching me back, I'm okay.
Alright, so you wanna... Okay, you can do that. Go ahead and roll your d4 of non-lethal.
Yeah, let me double check. Yeah, that's the unarmed. At the start of each of my turns, I deal 1d4 bludgeoning, and then I can also punch. So, let me.
Alright.
You'd get
still right.
advantage against him, given that he's grappled.
Wait, really?
Pretty sure.
Okay, so you hit
He
with
counts
unarmed
as
strike.
restrained.
It's not restrained. It's grappled.
Grappled results as in being restrained, as long as they don't break out of it, I think. Because
Really?
oh no, wait. Hang on. No,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no. They are
thing.
two different things.
They're
Grapple
two different
creatures
things.
may become 0 conditional go. Yeah, fair enough. No,
Yep.
you're right.
You hit. Roll for damage.
This isn't gonna include rage on by default, so I guess I'd add another 2.
Add 2 again? Add
Yeah,
2 to
'cause
that 4? Okay.
And just for flavor,
Alright.
we're gonna say I'm like, you know.
He is
making him
not
pass
passed out yet.
Okay.
But he is pretty disoriented.
Do you want to try to hit me or anything?
Solus.
I would wave at Keck and ask him to bring him down, because Solvus recognizes that he is really at the end of losing his life, and I feel like we can interrogate him to get some more useful information.
Alright.
Uh,
Nox.
I would agree. I would reiterate. Bring him down.
Saren.
I'll do the same.
Alright. Keck. Do you want to try to knock him out this time?
I guess I'll bring him down then. Is he like, definitely
I'll
below
drive
half
him.
health?
Oh, he's definitely about to get knocked out.
Okay. I guess I won't take the automatic D4 of damage in case that knocks him out and carry him down. Keep a hold on him. So we'll grapple him right in front of everyone, and they can ask him whatever they want. Thought we were done.
Solvus walks up to him, grabs him by his collar,
Mm-hmm.
does not raise his warhammer, but has a firm grip so that he can see. And then tell him that you have 2 choices right now. You can either lose your life, or we can help you get back on your feet. Tell us, how do we get by in these lands without being spotted? And do not lie to us.
There's not really nothing to avoid. There are no guards within the land.
Do we need any special symbols or any catchphrase or anything that we might have to say or do when we are around?
No, there's nothing special like that. Only when leaving the country and coming back in.
Can we see that they've got any of these symbols or sigils on them?
They do not. The only sigils they have is on their armor, which is of like the coat of arms. But that's you realize that that's pretty standard amongst like every nation.
Hmm.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's telling the truth?
Yes, you can. Thank
Yeah,
you,
they seem
someone
like
for playing D&D.
Huh?
Thank you for someone to play D&D. Do you need me to roll for you, or can you roll?
I'm using the D&D Beyond app, so I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, if you want to roll this one, that would be lovely.
Yeah, I'll roll it.
I generally don't use the app, so the placement for everything is different.
Yeah. Give me 1 second to just go. Where to? Insight. Right there. Ah. You got a 3 and a 5. You cannot tell. I rolled twice on accident.
Damn.
I think Nox would probably be trying to figure out their motivations. Because on one hand he's insulting us, and on the other hand he's apologizing, so it's kind of mixed messages.
Fear does a lot.
Saren, you can tell that he is telling the truth, and that he is also very scared shitless now.
I don't think he's lying.
Dorso looks up and he goes, I know how we can tell if he's lying. I'll firebolt him. If he lives, he's telling the truth. If he dies, he's not telling the truth.
God, it's the witch trials all over again.
I will not deal with your fucking witch trial.
Knock him out. I don't need him away to get information.
Always
I'll
would
go to
intervene
my
and just
gods
knock him
in
out.
peace.
And what do these visas
So
look like?
nice Warhammer bonk from Salvis.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
A light tap, which is just enough.
Just roll
for him
damage.
to- Okay. Wait. What do? I'll just do like an unarmed strike because I feel like, no, I'll do a Warhammer.
Do a
Yeah,
Warhammer.
just say that you're doing it with the butt end of it or something, so it's...
Roll
Yeah.
damage.
I just do, yeah,
I mean, I did like.
9. It's a 9 damage.
Give me a second. Gotta remember the
Because
rules.
as long as it doesn't send him minus his total health, it won't kill him.
Yes,
I
that
guess
is
mechanics
right.
question. If you choose to do a non-lethal hit, but you happen to like roll and it does their health.
Correct.
under,
Something
If
still
it
non-lethal?
does if it does the minus of the whole of their health, you would have killed them regardless.
Okay.
If
Even
you
if
do not, it is non-lethal, and
Okay,
you
cool.
did not kill them.
Yep.
And he
then I do
is
the-
unconscious.
Okay. I time
Um,
him up as well.
All right.
Nox
Yep.
would crouch down next to the one that was tied up that he put to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and is toying with the idea of seeing if he can glean any information from the sleeping one.
You're gonna do the thing.
I might do the thing. Not too much, just enough to know what to avoid and how to get through without causing a scene.
Alrighty. Do you decide to delve in?
Yeah. Surface, though.
Okay. You delve in. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alrighty. So, I have a note on this, don't I, for this specific occasion? Give me 1 second. Ah, yes, I did not write it down in there. Give me 1 second to... Can you please roll me a wisdom saving throw So, you see a lot of things. And you hear a lot of things. You can continuously hear the voice of a woman. And she says, "The saviors will save us all," over and over and over again. And it is indoctrinating. And you come out, and you did not glean any sort of information, but you are now indoctrinated.
Did you see?
He would just like be mumbling something about the saviors
Mm-hmm.
and clearly spaced out.
Hello, Nox. You there? You there, buddy?
Or whatever has them. It's like magic.
I could have guessed that, little buddy.
Inside check.
Nox, I want you to say this. Please.
Come on, let's go.
Saren, you know
Let's
something's
get away
wrong.
from these before they wake up.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hopefully they won't tell anyone too soon with the ropes on them.
Cut them loose.
So,
I'm using Tasha's on you.
please make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck.
Ooh. Now, before that happens, I would imagine that both Keck and Dorsal have both crossed the threshold of the border, correct?
Heck would have done so, like, possibly first, unless Nox absolutely insisted on leading him there.
I need...
Heck probably was walking back towards university.
I guess that's true. He just really wants to go forward. He just
Alright,
might not know
I'm going to flip a coin, and we're going to decide whether Keck crossed the border or not.
He really wanted to.
And he crossed the border.
Nice.
Keck, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
You're a
That's not
pioneer.
my strong point.
Dorsal, I'm also going to need you
Oh, gosh.
to make a wisdom saving throw, which I will do for you.
I love how you nailed the wisdom saving throw and I'm doing terrible ones.
You see, you just paid too much attention. Keck didn't notice.
All right, so the both of you are aware that there is some like force trying to enter your mind, but you just shrug it off.
Keck's used to focusing and ignoring outside stimuli, like where he is.
Dorsal's curious now, so he's gonna kind of poke around at the point where they crossed, and he started to notice because he's very interested. He's like, a magical wall, perhaps? And he starts fooling around, poking around.
I would imagine that. I would imagine that Nox is already walking off in that direction.
Nox, no. Nox, you are now in combat with Saren.
What? Oh.
Because you stopped the indoctrination of the rest of your party. So,
Alrighty.
Nox, what attack do you want to throw out first?
I literally see him as an enemy right now?
You would see him partially as an enemy. Your first thought would probably be to put him to sleep.
I could also see it like, imagine if he just attacked you randomly under any circumstances.
Did you say it was... Who was
He
it who
attacked
attacked
you.
you?
Earth made you do a mind sliver.
Which one?
Earth?
Saren.
Aaron, my bad.
Saren.
Alright, yeah, okay, I was just checking the race. Yeah, my general go-to defensive action is to put things to sleep, so... And I can't even pretend I would save my spell slots when I'm not in my right mind.
Ooh. Saren, how much health do you have?
21.
You are
Night-night.
asleep. You fall, and Nox goes over and picks up Saren's body and starts to walk towards the border.
Could we,
Where
like,
is Solvus in all of this? Was I
Solvus,
walking
you have witnessed all of this.
how obvious is him casting mind sliver on Nox?
No one casted Mindsliver.
Wait, casting? He casted a spell,
Sleep.
right?
Hideous laughter.
Sleep.
Hideous laughter. How obvious is that?
Pretty obvious.
Okay. Heck is confuzzled why they attacked him. It's like, huh, that's weird.
I was trying to say that something's wrong.
As you mutter
Everyone ignored me.
unconsciously. Keck, as you are looking at Nox kind of coming towards you, you see in his eyes that something is wrong.
I'd say the glow in his eyes has gone really dim. Because his eyes usually glow quite vibrantly.
Bud, did he do something to you? Or did you remember something?
Everything's fine.
You said Solvus would see that, right? Like that Nox had actually put Seren to sleep, and then he's picking
Yes.
him up and walking. I would go to Nox and try to grapple him from
Alright.
behind.
Make an opposed athletics check, please.
Would I do that with disadvantage because I'm carrying
Yes.
Saren?
Yes, you
Would
would.
I
Actually-
do that with advantage because I'm doing it from behind him? Or is
Yes,
it regular
as
thing?
well. So you get disadvantage, you get advantage. Let's see what happens.
What button did
So
you
it's got a
Yeah.
straight up 13.
What button was it to do? I just rolled twice. I can never remember.
Oh, and Nox fails.
Got 8.
So, you grappled him. But let's see if Saren crossed the line. And he did not. He is at the line of the border. And you now have Nox grappled.
As soon as I grapple him, I call out to Dorsal and Keck that something is wrong with Nox. Come over here quickly and help me out.
Rick's gonna take that at face value and go and what would he do then?
I would also presume that Seren maybe fell out of his hands, and if he falls onto the ground, then he would wake up from his sleep.
I yell over to Sol.
It's usually an action to wake them up.
Yeah, yeah, it's an action.
Guess Keck will run up.
Here that's messing with, tried to mess with us and it's messing with other people. Just hold on one sec. And then he casts Ritual Detect Magic. Because they think there's a magical wall right
Ritual,
there.
that's
Ritual,
10
so
minutes.
10 minutes.
So,
Yeah, but it's not a spell slot. We got time.
as you are grappling and as you are holding him as Dorsal is doing this, you see as Nox's shadow extends into these black, inky, tentacle-like things. Let me switch over here. Solvus, you're gonna have to make me some. You're gonna have to make me a grappling check.
Again?
Is it
Here
an
for a
athletics
moment.
or acrobatic? Whichever is better for when
Yep.
descent bending side.
It's a nat one.
There we go. And you are ripped off of Nox as you are now as these tentacles are, how do I describe this? They're kind of like, it's like a snake going around your body, keeping you still, but not covering your head, as it holds you tight up into the air. And you see as Nox is just motionless on the floor.
Would I have any idea what these are? If there is a physical health associated with it, whether I can attack it and
You have
then
no clue, but you are also fully constrained at the moment.
But everyone else would also see this.
Yes.
Keck would probably have some idea.
Keck would have some idea. Keck, your immediate instance is to wake him up.
Nox? Wait, wake up Nox?
Yes.
Solvus calls out to him and says, punch him hard so that he gets out of it.
I mean, I might just take my action to wake him up.
Alright. Can you make me an Arcana check?
Sure.
Alright. You can tell that there is a weak linked spell here, and that if you sever it, you'll be able to wake him.
Not knowing what that means, he's gonna bite it.
You bite Nox.
He thought that was gonna be the spell.
Surely with Keck, that's a peck.
The link,
Yeah.
well, you
Just like pecking at the top of his head.
you peck Nox like in his head, and it like pierces his head, and it's to the point where that link snaps and breaks, and Nox, you are fully awakened now. As that happens, Solvus, your binds undoes itself, and the shadow just evaporates. And
I call
you
out
are
to
going
Keck
to
and say
take.
that. Sorry.
You're also going to take 3 points of damage for falling.
Okay. I call out to Keck, and I say that I was hoping for a punch, but a peck also works. So, good job.
Use what you got.
He'll look over, realize that he just fell, is like, oh, I didn't catch you.
I just imagine him just stood there like, what do I do? What do I do? And then just like pecks him.
Natural instincts of a bird.
I'd just say Nox sort of like sits up and just like rubs his head and his eyes like, what just happened? Why does
Solvus
my
is
head
careful,
hurt?
but walks up to Nox and just asks him, "Is everything all right?" But he's really grabbing onto his weapon while he do that.
Nox, when you like are like you grab like the point where it like hurts and you look and there's like blood. You're like, the fuck?
Oh, is my beak bloody?
A little bit.
Damn, you kicked the shit out of it, okay?
I wouldn't make that connection initially. I just figure that something happened, and I just like the last thing I remember is the guards, and then a voice saying that the saviors will save us all.
We're acting real strange for a little while there. Put our poor turtle to sleep.
So what happened with that detect magic?
Oh. Are you still inside the border, by the way?
50-50.
No, I walked back through because I was testing out the little wall.
Alright. You can see that there is a dome. A perfect dome going around every crevice and turn of this border. And it is seething with magical energy. And it is seething with... What would that be under? I think it would be illusionary. Yeah, illusionary magic.
And so I holler back at the group and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with anybody. There's this magical wall and it's gonna affect all of you. And us. All of us. And it's really, really powerful. There's a lot going on with this magical dome. That's probably why you and Nox and Saren freaked out.
Perhaps we should speak to Yen Sidric about this before we try and go any further.
I mean, I'm down to tangle and figure out what's going on because, you know, I like poking the bear, but
It
I
took
don't
us
know.
5
I don't
minutes to
think
get
you guys.
here. You might miss the portal, right?
Can we walk south along the border?
Yes.
Before we do any of that, can I go ahead and cast Insight on everybody? Or not Insight, shit, which one is it? Guidance.
Yes.
That's one at a time and concentration.
Yeah, you can't do that to everyone.
True.
You can
The
cast
closest
it.
Well,
to that
I'm definitely gonna
is
have to do it.
Bless.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do it to Nox, though. If you don't mind, Nox.
The irony is usually my wisdom saves are really good.
That was
yes.
your weakness, not relying on luck. I mean, you saw how
Yeah.
good my athletic checks usually are, and I got a 1 and a 2 with advantage. Just
Yeah.
kind of day.
Is Saren still asleep?
Yes.
I woke him up, I thought. I would, like, when
Oh,
I ran
did you
over,
wake
I
him
woke
up?
Saren up.
Wait,
Yeah.
is
All
Keck
right,
gonna
then
pick
Keck-
him up?
Keck
the first
is
thing I did.
Keck is
gonna
currently
pack.
waking Saren up, and as Saren opens his eyes, he just sees this bloodied, beaked Keck
Pictures have come for you.
waking him up.
The fuck?
His eyes
Back
are
in just
looking
a
in
few
2
minutes.
different directions. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta step away.
Is Keck normal?
Define normal.
I
Keck
mean,
says.
is Nox? I don't know what happened.
I'm back.
Okay.
I
Kecked
don't know
off
what
the
happened,
magic.
but
What?
our destination is to the south, so perhaps we can make our way along the border. If we're lucky, that area won't be in this influence.
Sounds just as good to me. And now if these guys wake up, they might even give some wrong information.
Are you taking them along with you all?
No, I was just gonna leave them there.
Let's leave him outside the border and see what happens.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, you travel for a day, and you reach the banks of a river that you will need to cross. It's not a terrifying. It's not like a raging river or whatever. It's just a gentle, like, stream of a river. However, it is getting pretty dark, and you guys have been traveling nonstop for a lot of hours.
How wide is the river?
The river's pretty wide. It'll probably take about an hour to safely cross.
Wait, what? I can fly people across one at a time. Is it like...
If you were to fly people across, it would take maybe like a minute for you to fly across. With someone else, it would probably take you like 2 minutes.
So that means it's like 250 feet across.
Mm-hmm. It's
Well,
wide,
No, that's
but
way
it's
more than
not.
that. It's thousands of feet. I can go
I thought you could only fly 25 feet in a
round,
turn.
which is 6 seconds. So I can do that
Yeah,
10
so
times.
yeah,
Okay,
so that's 250 feet.
thank you, sorry.
I suggest we cross it and then rest for the night.
Sure.
Kerrick's
Yep,
gonna
I
do some
agree.
stretching.
'Cause
and
then we
he's-
know nothing will come up behind us because we've got the river to our backs.
He's gonna be prepped to carry everyone across.
Air Force cack.
Alright. So, Keck, I'm gonna need you to make some strength checks. Let's hope you don't drop anyone in the river.
This is a good time for guidance.
This is a great time for guidance, by the way.
But you already
I
cast it on Nox.
guidance on.
It only lasts for a minute.
cast-
Oh,
That's for a
I
whole,
just-
but like,
And you said we traveled for a
Right.
day.
if I make him
It's true.
go, if I take him like first, or if we have like 2 people that can cast guidance, we can basically turn on and off and keep it going the whole time.
I mean, I presume that if we cast guidance on you and you take 1 minute to cross and then 1 more minute to come back, then we can just keep doing that. So it's fine.
Yeah,
as
because
long
you
as I
won't
take
need it to come back just to
one person
carry them
first.
across.
That's going. Yeah, as long as I take. Actually, no, I don't need help on the way back. I guess.
The guidance person would be the last to cross, basically.
so yes. So your goal is here. So you are going downstream a bit.
Mhm.
Because if you go straight across, you risk stepping into the border
Mm.
Okay.
at every flap of your wings.
Especially with a sense of direction.
And I presume like rage isn't gonna help that much here, since I have to like be
Damage or be
attacking for-
damaged.
Yeah, it would only work for like 1 round, which
Mm-hmm.
isn't very helpful. Well, I'll just skip that.
Alright, so who are you taking first?
Nox, why not?
Alright, Nox going first. Roll a d20.
Athletics. And then plus guidance, so. I don't know how to add that.
You just roll it separately. Alright. So you get to like partially there, and when you're like 3/4 of the way there, your grip slips. And Nox, you are now in the water.
Nox is not
Grab
impressed.
him.
I assume you're flying low, so don't need to roll damage.
Well, if is the water deep?
The water's like waist high, maybe a little less than waist.
Oh, okay. So it's just wide, but
Well, you're also
not
going
that
down. You're also going downstream, too. Like you guys are here, and you got to
Yeah.
go all the way down here.
Hmm. Okie dokie. So
Let's pick him up again. Unless like.
Well, no, it's simple for him to get out
Okay.
at this
yeah,
point.
I mean, I'm
Okay. And then I'll
like-
just head back for the next person.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like nearly 7 foot tall, so I just wade my way across.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, going back.
Nox, when you get across, there is a kind of like area that you see that you think, oh, this could be a good camp spot. It's nice and like a bit cleared out.
Cool.
Yeah. So, Keck, can you roll me one more d20? Who's going next?
Siren?
Alrighty. Nice. So you're able to get him across, and you see Nox. And you fly him down, and you set him down.
And then dorsal.
Alrighty. Alright, same thing happens with Nox. You get pretty much all the way there, and then you drop him in the water.
And
Some may think on purpose. Now, with Saren, you're going to have to roll... your roll's going to be a bit higher with Saren.
Okay.
Because he is a heavy turtle.
Chunky boy. Can't you
I
just
don't
like
think
get
I
him to
could
withdraw
use
into a
them.
shell, stand on his back, and just paddleboard across?
I'm gonna love the challenge, so I want to carry him across. Or I'm trying to be a like weight training player, and among other things.
Just like throw him, skip stone across.
You get
Oh.
halfway there, and you get halfway, and he plummets, and your wings just give out, and you fall in the water as well.
I was gonna say he's like a tortoise, not a turtle, but then he's a turtle, which is kind of both.
Doing that, Keck's gonna be like he's so tired from probably flying most of the way there since he can't keep up walking, and then flying everyone else across. But
It's okay.
So you
I'll
guys
try swimming
both
across.
weigh your way, and it takes about a half hour. During that half hour time, what is Nox, Solvis, and Dorsal? What are you guys gonna do? You guys have this nice little clearing to yourselves.
Setting up camp,
minute.
gathering wood.
Alrighty.
So we're at a clearing. Sorry, I just had to step away from it. I don't know if y'all heard.
Yeah. It's just a small little clearing that's like right next to the river.
I flew you guys over a river.
Yeah.
I'd also like to make a survival check to see if I can spot any animals, wild-based monsters, or anything like that in the area.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'd like to
You
make
see
that
there
check.
are a couple of tracks. You don't know if they're still in the area.
Can I make it again with guidance, or is that not allowed here?
You can make it
I
again.
could have a look.
I'll just try that again.
Take a closer look. Ooh, wow.
Where is T4?
You do not need guidance.
I
Oh,
was
wait,
gonna
do not
say.
need guidance.
So these tracks are pretty old. By taking a closer look at the tracks, you can tell they are definitely going towards the river and not away from the river. And they are about about like you would estimate like half a day old. You do not see any tracks coming from the river, though, on your side.
Do I identify what kind of tracks they are? What do they belong to?
There is deer tracks, and there is also a rabbit.
I call on to the others and say, guys, I think there is something unusual here. I only see animals going towards the river and not coming back. I can think of one explanation that they might have accidentally crossed over to the other side and maybe having some magical effect of sorts which we also experienced. But I think we should be careful.
Have we left footprints coming from the river?
Yeah.
So it's not the water. And
Unless-
noticed no ill effects from being in the water.
This water is also like really clear as well. You could also like kind of just like you can see that there's like a fish floating by or swimming
But it's
by.
flowing out of that influence.
Yes.
See a wild Keck complaining as he trudges through water and like walking.
I would turn to Brain. We did detect magic earlier.
Doors.
Yeah, I would turn to Dorsal and say, so I'd get some kind of vessel, like a bowl or a small cauldron or whatever you're carrying, and take some of the water and sit it down, and I would sit cross-legged on one side, and I would motion him to sit on the other side. And I'd say, see if you can sense anything unusual about this. I'm going to do my own investigations. And well, something seems odd about it. If there's only footprints leading to it and not away, and it's too deep for anything to cross, animal-wise.
Animals can swim. Come on, Nox. You think animals are dumb enough
Rabbits?
not to know how to swim? Rabbits know how to swim. Just depends on which kind.
In a river that big?
Some rabbits will drown.
Probably wouldn't want to.
Probably wouldn't want
I mean,
to.
how big
yeah.
is the river?
Wide, it's probably about 50 feet.
Okay,
that's
I'm
not
definitely
really that
thinking
much.
of a very different river to what we discussed
Yeah,
earlier.
that's-
Well,
Yeah,
you
were-
guys
we
were
really
going.
for the 500.
You guys were going along the river, though, to
Yeah,
avoid the border and possibly stepping into it.
That's what you mean. Okay.
Would we not have just walked further along it
You could
before
have.
crossing?
You could have.
I mean, I'm happy to detect magic. That doesn't bother me. And then I'm gonna go explore, so I can do
Yes,
that
go
if
ahead.
you're concerned.
But,
Alright, okay. So there's a ritual.
but yeah, basically, Solvus is.
And then you can use the same one to see if the border at this point is the same
It's
thing.
either that or they were running away from something. If they all headed towards the river and didn't go back.
That's like two animals, right?
I got the impression there were loads
It's
of
not
tracks leading
exactly
to
a
the river and not
stampede.
back.
There were 2 tracks of deers and 1 track of a rabbit.
Okay,
Did
I
we
understand.
notice
Not
any
like a
track?
stampede.
Sorry, go ahead, please.
No, go ahead, Rosolvis.
Dorso realizing the complete lack of logic for 2 sets of deer tracks and a set of rabbit tracks, just shakes his head and starts casting. He's like, it's not like it was a stampede of buffalo. Come on, guys.
Yeah, Solvus is anyway just trying to caution everyone. I don't think this is something which we should lose our sleep over. But maybe I'd like to verify with the rest of the group if anyone noticed any such thing on the other side of the river.
I didn't even look.
Would we have noticed it, like, because we were sitting there for so long
Nope.
waiting for Kek to... Okay. Then I say I think we've investigated this enough. We should just camp And if something were to go wrong, we just prepare for that and fight it out.
I look over at Solvus and I go, I'll just cast Detect Magic as a ritual so then I can go explore and everybody's ease of mind. It's not a big deal.
Hick finally makes it across the river. He lays down and spreads his long wings out and just sighs.
Yeah, you both reach the little makeshift camp that they've made by the time
I think you
you
maxed.
guys cross.
Looks over at Keck with a genuine look of concern. He came over in the right direction on his own.
I'm
maybe
tired.
That
You were in sight.
I've seen
I
you
think you
walk
maxed.
the wrong way when we're all directly by you.
Fair enough.
I'll go ahead and cast Detect Magic. Ritual style.
Okay.
I'd do the same for poison and disease.
Okay. Ritual same, Nox?
Yeah.
I'm imagining how funny
Oh,
it would
sorry.
be if somehow Keck managed to rock to the wrong side of the river.
Nox, you're doing a ritual as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Alright, so 10 minutes goes by. I assume you guys would have made a fire, dried some of you guys off who fell into the river.
I'd be using the green flame blade cantrip to just warm my clothes.
Yeah. You have to like lean a little bit so that all the water just like rushes out of your shell. And after everything's done, this water has no magical effects to it, nor does it have any poisons or anything to it.
Can Dorsal see where the border starts?
Dorsal, you can see that you guys are about half a day away from the border. And as you look forward, you can kind of see that the border dips further away as you guys will continue down like south. And you do not see a break.
Yeah, I can't imagine I would.
Well, you said you were going to be looking for one anyways, so.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna definitely be looking. Like, I look at everybody. I was like, does anybody know how to dig? Like a tunnel? I mean, could be pretty useful. Just saying.
Like under the
I mean,
ground.
I do.
You could try looking for caves.
Yeah.
That
We should
groans
keep our
even
eyes.
louder.
We should be looking for anything that can go under the tunnel or any kind of natural protection, like a rock wall that may interrupt the magic. Although that may be rather difficult with the rock walls and stuff, because just given the potency of the magic.
Alright.
And then Dorsal's just gonna go explore, see what he can find, look around, see if there's any cool shit around.
Alrighty. I assume you all, after exploring wise, you don't really find much. There's not really anything to find. As you discovered, there's not a lot of things within this.
It's a forest.
Yeah.
As in an unusual lack of?
Yes.
Does it look as, can I do like a survival check to see if it looks like it's been cleared? Or
No,
if
it has
there's,
not been cleared.
Or if there's inconsistencies in the environment in of itself, like magical inconsistencies. Like, you know how like if you look at something and it seems like something should be there but it's not?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Well, you already have your detect magic on, and I can tell you that there is no sort of inconsistency.
There's just an unusual lack of life in general.
Mm-hmm.
Wildlife. That would definitely disturb Nox, because he likes woodlands and forests and that for all the life and that's in it. He would be, especially with some of his druid classes that he's had, he would be sort of put on a back foot by the absence of it. It's not natural.
Dorsal lets everybody know what he finds, and then I just say to him, I want to get closer to the border wall. I want to take a look at something. I have an idea or a thought that I would like to verify.
It's like, fine, I'm going to sleep. And just like immediately lays
Not right
down.
now, like tomorrow.
Yeah, let's just not draw too much attention to the fact that we're here and explore in the morning when we have more energy. I, for one, feel
Yeah, no, I'm not
pretty
talking about
drained.
now. I'm talking about like tomorrow.
Heck goes to sleep and doesn't even wait for discussions on who's watching.
Nox would pretty much do the same.
Solvus would take the first watch.
Alright.
Dorsal can take the second.
Solvis,
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
take a long
need you to
watch?
make a perception check. Alright. Okay. All is quiet. Eerily quiet. As the night goes on, you can't hear any chirpings, any birds, any owl hoots. It is all just very eerily quiet.
Yeah, Solvus is also very disturbed by the fact that there is absolute lack of wildlife here and
Yes.
life in general.
As Dorsal takes the second walks and you go to sleep, Dorsal, I'm gonna need you to make a perception check. Oh, right, I do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I'm not super familiar with the app yet, so.
Nope, that's fine. I totally brain farted there for a moment. That was my own fault there. Perception. Right there. Alright, nice. Same thing. You notice the exact same thing. Alright, who said was taking third watch?
Oh, I'm taking the whole thing because I'm already got my trance in. So.
Oh, right. Alright, so, yes. Nothing happens. Nothing eventful for the rest of the night.
So I'm curious. Is there a complete lack of any kind of wildlife?
You cannot,
Throughout
as
the
you're
entire watch?
sitting there and you're kind of just like watching over the camp, you hear nothing.
Not even insects.
Yes, you cannot hear the chirpings of
Wow.
crickets. You can't hear anything. As the
There are
sun
just
rises,
birds from a large bird.
as the sun rises, the familiar sound of a rooster or turkeys clucking in the morning is non-existent. As
I'm gonna wake everybody up.
as everyone is still asleep, waiting, subconsciously waiting for that cawing.
Does Keck crow in the morning?
Keck,
I actually want to say yes, and he wakes up really.
you
wakes
wake up
sunrise.
at sunrise because you are just a natural like 5 a.m. morning person.
He's always up early.
Mm-hmm.
Getting
Yeah,
real moody
Dorsal's
late
gonna
at night.
Dorsal's gonna go ahead and wake everybody else up.
Alright. Now, let me ask you this. Are you tender or do you just splash water on all of them?
He's very insistent at this point because he really wants to get going. He's got some theories he wants to look into.
Maybe not rude, but insistent.
Yeah, not rude, but insistent. So probably a consistent use of prestidigitation to make loud noises.
How to be popular 101.
You all wake up pretty exacerbated as these loud sounds are still pounding at your eardrums.
Keck is super happy. He's gotten over his moodiness from yesterday. He's ready for adventure. Doesn't seem to be in tune with things being wrong. He doesn't seem to notice.
Nox would have slept up a tree, as per usual whenever a tree is available. And he'd just be sat on the branch, like, you can tell that he's listening and, like, trying really hard to hear some kind of life other than
Make a
this
perception check.
prestidigitation noises. Perception. Nailed it.
You can hear past it, and you do not hear anything.
I wonder if this is related to the presence of a rift. Didn't think we were that
Are you
close
saying
to
that
it
to
yet.
yourself or out loud?
It'd sort of be muttering.
He's
To
up in a
himself.
tree, so you guys wouldn't be able to hear it.
The thing he normally does. That kind of half thinking out loud thing.
Yeah. Like, he's used to talking to trees.
Yeah, Dorsal's just gonna say we gotta head to the border wall, guys. It's really important, actually.
Fair enough.
There.
Okay, off we go.
Yeah, Nox would swing down.
Alrighty.
That's rather odd because Dorsal's speaking with an insistency that he generally doesn't speak with.
So you guys travel for half a day, and as you guys go across this square, you can see a makeshift goblin camp.
Okay.
Is here.
Does it look like it's busy?
No, this is very makeshift, like very brand new.
And given that we didn't hear it in the night amid the silence, makes me think it's uninhabited.
It is
I would
inhabited.
agree.
You see there are 3 regular goblins and 1 bigger one that is bossing them around.
Do you reckon, guys? Do we circle it or?
Alright, well. I guess we have a slight detour, don't we?
Sorry, I was off thing. I presume we're gonna just go around without any trouble, right? Is it like actually in the way of anything, or is it just?
No, it's along your path. You guys can choose to go at it or not.
I vote to go at it.
Supposed to go at it. Why?
Yeah, I agree.
Why not just go around?
Yeah, Nox's impulse would be to go around undetected. But that's him.
No, we
So
can
almost
knock
would actually-
people out to bypass them, but if we can have them just not see us, it's even better.
Yeah, Solvus would want to go in and investigate, and the off chance that he finds someone would like to know more about whatever is going on. Maybe also look for any treasures or trinkets or anything like that which is there.
How would our characters feel about
Or-
goblins?
Dorsal is
Pretty, I would say that pretty much all of your guys' characters would pretty much be, like, indifferent. Like, you know that they, like, takes, like, women primarily for slaves and, like, rape them, and then that's how they, like, reproduce kind of thing. But, as for like really combat wise, they're pretty like not too difficult. They really don't like they really only like attack like small towns, and they normally don't like they'll attack on sight, but they won't like be looking for trouble.
I would say Nox probably isn't too fond of their destructive nature.
Dorsal is he's very interested in any potential treasure that they possess, and or trinkets for him to study.
Nox, you would probably be a little more towards the avoiding, because you would have experienced many goblins living in different parts of woodlands, and just avoiding them seems it would be the best. But back then you were alone.
Yeah, like I know I can avoid them, but not necessarily everyone else. And
I'm gonna ask,
I'm not outnumbered.
Orso, what do you think they're gonna have that you're so curious about?
You never know with the goblins. Goblins just collect things.
Do they?
That is true.
It'll be new to
It
me.
could be an absolute pile of. It could be an absolute pile of garbage, or it could be a gold mine.
They
Oh, I've had a bit of a
know nothing of value. They just
give me a minute.
take what
They
they
don't
like.
Wait 1 second, everybody.
Though
Wait,
there's
wait,
a
wait 1
sunrise
second.
lamp
Two
is
of them.
clearly
Or if
being
they've
thrown
got a party
together in a
out.
hurry.
Okay, sorry. You guys are gonna have to repeat that if you want, or just summarize that entire conversation. My internet like crapped itself, so I missed the entire thing, as well as everyone else.
Oh, we're just trying to figure out everybody's motivations and the potential that there might be more because there's so few of the goblins there at this point in time.
And it's obviously a
Okay, what is going on here for a moment? Hello, is everyone back?
Yeah, we've been here.
hold on.
It's only
Okay.
you who left.
Yes, I had to leave
Yep.
because people were cutting out majorly. I think it was just my Discord that time that was cutting out because
Okay.
OBS said that I'm good, internet-wise. So, alright, what are you guys gonna do?
Oh, it seems like several people just want to attack the goblin camp. I presume we don't want to ask them for anything because you guys want to just take their stuff. Oh,
Well, do you speak
Bristol's
Goblin?
Currently holding.
no. I thought most
How are you
goblins
gonna
were
ask?
common. Do they not? Didn't goblins not speak common?
Not always.
Yeah, they,
Not
I
always.
Think Dorsal speaks goblin. Dorsal speaks goblin.
Yeah, but if you want to steal their stuff, I
Is
don't
there?
think
Are they
walking
talking?
them is
Can
gonna
we
be-
overhear them at all?
Yes, they are speaking.
Ooh, can I hear what they
choose you.
say?
Yes.
I understand them.
So the
For some odd
the
reason.
goblin boss is more so like, get this constructed. This wall needs to be perfect. We have to create this outpost. We need to for our empire.
It generally
Yeah,
sounds
no,
like three
I-
friends who are just
I
like,
relay
we're
that
gonna
to the
take over
group.
the world.
Yeah, I relay that to the group, and I'm even more prepared to attack, given that I know they have
Empire.
things now.
Goblins have empires very often.
I have to admit, the idea of goblins building a fortress does not appeal. I would definitely be one for sabotaging this.
I would like to do it before they put the walls up.
All right. So I am assuming we're now going to fight.
Okay.
Fight
I
time.
guess we might sneak up to ambush them then if we're just gonna attack them out of nowhere.
I need everyone to roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Do you mind, good sir?
Oh, yes. Alright, what did Dorsal get? Dorsal got a
13.
13. Alright. Sound off. Nox.
17.
Solvis.
Well,
Saren.
22.
Nice. Kek.
Also 12.
Alrighty. Lightning, thunder. Into battle. The props of having a second computer up with with Roll20s, I can plan.
Telling you, man, multiple monitors is the way to go.
It's amazing.
I have 3 up at the moment.
Yep, that's the way to go.
Yep, I just need an audio mixer. Alrighty, so the goblins are there, and you have your first boss.
Oh god.
How big is
Congrats.
that
I have
boss?
them.
He's still a medium creature, right?
Yes. I just have him
They have a
big.
cave troll.
I have him.
Yeah.
I have him as larger just so that you guys can
Get the point.
get the point that he is a boss character.
Fair enough. It's just kind of
He's
like
not just bad.
I want to
he's a
make sure
big
that I
bad.
can, in fact, lift them.
Yes, but in order to get through them, you have to get through the minions.
I thought you could always hit the boss.
You can, but there's a chance to get a whatchamacallit.
Attack of opportunity.
Exactly. That's the word.
Okay.
Anyways, Saren, your go.
I'll use my cunning action to hide.
Alrighty, roll that stealth.
Hide? Would we not have ambushed them anyway?
Yeah, I thought we would have come up tried to be hidden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because we initiated combat on them.
Everyone roll stealth then.
Regrets. Definite regrets.
Give me a second, because everyone's coming.
How is the buff bird so much stealthier than me? I'm rolling so
I
bad
can
today.
glide silently.
He could fall in style. If
Your
he
mother
chose
was an
to.
owl.
I mean, I'm a hawk, so just get there so fast that you
Eagle
don't have
owl.
time to react.
Your dad was an eagle, your mother was an owl. You're an eagle owl.
I'm a red-tailed hawk.
Alright, so Keck and Solvis are hidden. The rest of you are unhidden, are in their view. And so, as Saren is going to attack first, he will.
I rolled a 10, by the way.
Let me see. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I forgot about you
one,
for a
one
moment.
small thing.
Your-
I rolled stealth with disadvantage, so I actually rolled a 6.
Oh, you rolled with stealth with disadvantage. Okay, so then
Yeah,
you are seen. So Keck is the only one invisible to them at the moment.
I stayed behind him and cut up real fast out of nowhere. On the side.
Yeah.
All right,
Soup.
go ahead.
I'll just turn on the green flame blade, and I guess that's it.
You did 0 damage?
Wait,
Oh no,
you-
it's just to activate. It's an
Okay.
action to activate it.
Really, you can't attack with it in the same turn.
Not
No,
until you
it's an
get
action
double
again.
attacked.
Huh.
Alright.
Because that's why I thought like you were gonna prepare to attack, so I thought I'd like have Green Flame play before we actually start initiative. But no, I had to take the extra turn.
Oh, we can do that. You can start Green Flame Blade beforehand. Does anyone want to prep beforehand? I'll let you guys prep.
I'm good.
No? Alright.
If,
So,
like,
Yeah, I'm
what's
everyone,
the penalty?
so you prep that, so your action now. We'll start initiative now.
Alright. I'll go for an attack.
Who are you attacking?
14. This one.
That one? Okay.
Would it be? Okay, is there already?
You miss.
Alrighty, that's my turn.
Alright. Nox, your turn.
Nox is going to channel his power and hopefully not cause a panic as darkness starts to spread out from him in a 30-foot radius, but it has an oddly comforting feel to everyone around him, and yeah, it creates a sphere of dim light all the way around him, enveloping some of the enemies. And with that ending his turn, he is going to gain 4 temporary hit points.
Nice. Alright, is that your turn?
It is.
Is everyone inside of that sphere? Like,
Yes.
well, I mean,
Everyone gain 4 temporary hit points.
No, only on the end of their turn.
Only on the end of your turn. Okay.
At the end of each person's turn, I roll again for each person, because I get to choose what the effect
Alright,
is.
so these ones are going... It's going to attack... Nox, because it just saw that you did a thing.
Rude.
So, it's going to attack with its scimitar. Is a 13 hit?
Nope, catch it with a shield.
Bink! Alrighty. And now it's Dorsal's turn.
All right. Dorsal's gonna whip out with that longbow.
Who
I
is...
think he can shoot the guy.
Alright. So since you're doing a longbow, there is a ranged character that you can hit.
That's that backline guy, right?
The one
Middle.
line back. Middle guy, yeah.
Oh, okay, so second middle.
Yeah, second middle.
Okay, yeah, I'll shoot at him.
Okay. Do you need me to roll for you?
I rolled a 14.
Let me just go.
I'm sorry, it doesn't show on roll 20.
Yes, it doesn't.
So if you
It's
want to
fine.
roll, feel free. If you want to roll, go ahead.
It is fine.
I don't mind.
14. Let me just check one more time if that hits. That does hit.
First blood.
Alright. 7 damage.
You fucking sniper this fucking goblin into oblivion. It is dead.
Nice.
And at the end of his turn, he would get 5 temporary hit points.
Okay. I
Yay.
will put that in for you. Because I don't know if you're able to do it.
Thank you. No,
That's
I don't
a
think so.
6. That's a 4. Actually, 4. I can use the arrow to bring it up. And there you go. You got 5 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
All right. So now it is Kek's turn.
Heck's gonna use all his sneakiness to get right onto the boss without anyone realizing.
Yes, you can do that. You are unseen.
He's going to.
However,
Take a
wait. Give me 1 second. You are unseen by them. You're unseen by the boss. You are still unseen by the boss.
Gonna take a deep breath and focus with a rage, and try to grapple the boss.
Heck.
All right. Do an opposing strength check, please. Four. You fail. You have him grappled.
Fly him straight up as far as I can.
All right.
Seismic toss.
Okay, and that'll be Kek's turn.
So he is 25 feet in the air.
And he get. Oh wait, that
He's
would have
grappled,
taken you.
So he has 0 speed.
How
They would have
far
taken him
forward,
out
then-
of. He would have taken him
Yeah, I
out of
was
the
just
way.
gonna say yeah.
He would be out.
Thought so.
Yep.
I'm cool with that.
He is completely out of the range. Solvis, your turn.
Yep. I raise my warhammer, and I yell out to the 2 goblins, "Surrender now if you want your leader to survive."
Are you speaking in Goblin?
I speak in common.
They just rah, 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 back right at you.
Heck, is that you?
Would this take an action from me, or
No,
can I still use it?
speaking is a free action.
Okay, then if they do not understand, then I use my warhammer
Mm-hmm.
and attack this one. Wait, yeah, this one.
Which one did you? Oh, you failed anyways.
Yeah, I don't think it. Let me see if I actually want to use my bonus action. No, I think I don't want to. Yeah, that's it.
All
My
right.
turn.
It is now the Goblin boss turn. He's currently grappled in the air. Make another strength check. Oh, he failed.
Okay, I'll make it anyways.
Don't get a nat 1.
I mean, I'm rolling with advantage, and that 1 would be impressive.
Yeah, no, you're fine. He
Done it. I've got a nat 1 with advantage before.
He,
One out of
however, is going to punch the shit out of you with his scimitar.
Okay.
That doesn't hit. And now again. Does a 12 hit?
No,
Alright, so he doesn't hit both times.
I'm skilled in this fighting style, guys.
Alright, Goblin turn.
Hugging fighting style.
Yes.
This Goblin...
Wrestling, but in the air.
This Goblin is going to attack... No, it's gonna go and attack Dorsal. And it's this... No, it's this top one. Sorry. It's that one top one right there. It's gonna attack Dorsal with its scimitar. Does a 21 hit?
I would imagine so, yeah.
Yes. Alright. You take 7 points of damage.
Oh, okay. Then I have, how
Got it
many
for you.
temporary? 5?
Yeah, so you only took 2 damage. You're down to 13.
Thank you.
Well, that's the point. I didn't roll temp for Saren. Not Saren. Rain. I have too many tabs open.
You're speaking
Sure.
my language.
Okay, so oh wow, that's a max. 8 temporary hit points at the end of that. That would replace, not add.
Is that for Dorsal or Saren?
That one can be for Saren, and dorsals will be 5, so it goes back to 5.
How does this work exactly? Do you give temporary hit points to everyone at the end of their turn, or
Yeah,
only
so
the ones who hit?
basically, it's Channel Divinity Twilight Sanctuary. As an
Yeah.
action, you present a sphere of twilight emanates from you. The sphere is centered on you and has a 30-foot radius and is filled with dim light. It moves with you and lasts for 1 minute or until you're incapacitated or die. Whenever a creature, including you, ends its turn within the sphere, you can grant that creature one of these benefits. You can grant it
Okay.
1d6 plus 2 temporary hit points or end one effect, causing it to be charmed or frightened.
Okay. I was
nice.
just curious because you probably did not give me that, so I was just curious how you pick that, or how does it work?
I was Twilight Cleric.
No,
Oh,
Solvis wouldn't have gotten it. Not Saren. Solvis would have gotten it because Saren's before you, so he would have gotten it now.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Sorry.
So many similar names. Right?
Sorry, Saren. Saren, bring yours back down to 0. Solvis, you got it at 8.
Makes sense.
Okay. Now it's Saren's turn.
Yeah, but
Alrighty. Which one of the 2 melees have been damaged already?
Neither of them.
Okay. Well, I'll take this one.
Okay.
Wizard. Guess I'll use my bonus action aim to give myself advantage.
Mm-hmm. $17 hits.
No.
How much is that? 18 damage?
Let me see. Yeah, 18 damage. Did it already add the Grey Flame Lid?
Doesn't matter. You rip this dude in half as its
Yeah,
guts are
wondering.
spilling and steaming onto the grass below.
Double check. Because I'm trying to see how much fire damage I would do to the one next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I just roll the fire damage?
Yeah.
What?
That was amazing.
Makes no,
That was
makes no
great.
sense. No, wait. There has to be. I forget how this spell actually works. Is it? Eh.
One moment.
I gotta
One
read
moment,
text
please,
because-
as we look up things.
I'm assuming it would just be 3 fire damage from the first attack.
It is 1d8. There you go. I rolled it for you. He takes 4 damage.
Yeah. So this one's a
just
fire.
FYI, I might lose you guys again, so feel free to roll dorsal and do all that.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Alright,
Yeah,
Saren, that
be
your
my
turn?
Yeah,
Oh,
that should
so
be
it
my
does
turn.
damage equal to your ability modifier. And your ability modifier is 0. That's why it
Okay.
came up 0.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who has to start dumping stats into intelligence?
Woohoo! Alright, Nox, your turn.
Righty, so there's just the one dude left, and he's the one who took a swing at me, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to. So, eyes glowing purple, darkness emanating from him. He's gonna snarl. His claws are gonna elongate to quite a ghastly proportion, and he's gonna take a swing and miss, apparently. Because that's an 8 to hit.
That is a miss.
Yeah, and it hop back.
All right. It is Dorsal's turn. Let me just go over his stats really quickly. He's going to do a
Oh, I'm still
short
with you.
sword.
I'm still with you.
Oh, okay. Well, I just decided you're doing a short sword, and you just
That works because that's what I was gonna go with.
you just murked this guy. You go ahead,
Oh, nice.
stab him in the chest, and he is now incapacitated and dead on the floor. Almost
Kinda clean it up.
entirely convenient for Keck, who is up in the air with the goblin boss.
Five temp for dorsal.
5 for dorsal, and is that 8 for
Me.
Oh, okay. So does it stack?
No, it always replaces.
Okay, so it always replaces. Okay. Nope, no problem.
Yeah, 10
Just
hit points never stack.
well, I didn't know if the ability stacked it or not.
Sorry.
Actually, I didn't do it for Saren, did I? So the 8 would be for Saren, the 5 would be for me. This is going to be a really annoying thing to keep track of.
8 for
And 8.
dorsal.
8 for dorsal.
2 damage for the goblin leader because I started my turn grappling him.
Alright.
I'm gonna punch him.
Okay. Go ahead. Punch it.
Punch.
Him.
Aw.
You do not hit.
Fly another 25 feet up.
Okay.
And then let go. I didn't quite get the combo all the way down.
Alright, let me just go ahead and just Google something really quickly because I knew you were going to do this, but I was not
I would expect
smart.
them to grapple me on their turn. The way me letting them go wouldn't actually separate us.
And you're just trying to like kick him in the face. Get off me!
Yeah, so like I would have to try to escape the grapple the same way they would have to escape my grapple.
Yep. Come on, image load. Okay.
Oh, is it an image?
Yeah. So
I love it.
50 feet. 56.
I
Okay.
need to go to our...
So, you drop him. Oof! And you do a nice chunk of damage as he falls to the ground.
And that'll be Keck's turn. 50 feet.
Oh, fuck. He is very, very bloodied. Solvis, your turn.
Is he still conscious?
Yes, he is.
Dealt 17 damage to him.
15.
I should imagine his
17.
legs
You
aren't
got
working
2 at
too
the
well.
start of the turn.
Oh, I already did that.
Solvus is going to walk up to him and tell him in a very, very serious tone, if I were you, I would not move, and then attempt to tie him up.
Need
Now
some
as a
kinda action
DM, I
for
have to decide, would that invoke an attack of opportunity if he were to retaliate?
Yeah, that.
I guess
yeah,
is
that
that
is
it would
for him to
just not
decide.
work.
Yeah.
And use up an action.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work.
I
And
would really rely on the fact. I would really rely on the fact that all his other minion goblins are dead, and he's really, really bloodied, and he would really just want to live and
yeah,
not really pick a fight and
Yeah.
die.
Yeah,
So that's
goblins are
what I'm
usually pretty
relying.
cowardly.
he doesn't really care though. He's more enraged more than anything at this moment.
Mad Gobbo.
Okay.
Bonk him.
He
Me
misses.
attempting to tie him up, would that count as an action? Or
Yes.
okay, then I would actually. Ah well,
It is
I think
already done.
Yeah, I think
You
he'll.
offered him a way out. He didn't take
yeah.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
And now it's
I'll,
his turn.
Yep. Do I get temporary points still, or is that over?
You should
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, I have to find it on my thing every time I want to roll it.
How long does it last? Like these hit
it just
points?
does.
Basically, the aura lasts for a minute.
Ah, okay.
But temporary hit
So,
points
10
don't go away,
rounds.
do they?
Temporary hit points get replaced every time to this
Yeah,
one.
but they don't go away.
No,
I
they
would
don't.
say they only last as long as you're actually in the aura,
Okay.
because you get them from the aura. So I think it's fair to say if you step outside
Yeah.
of it, you probably lose them.
And
Okay.
Keck was
Goblin
never in it,
information.
so
But yeah, no,
yeah.
I was
So-
never dealing with that.
It's
He
Buffy,
is
fine.
going to throw
Go
a
Lance.
javelin at Nox.
Does he have disadvantage on a ranged attack given that
He should be prone.
Within 5 feet.
Salvus is stood right in front of him?
Or I guess he would stand up with half his
No.
movement.
He would at least be prone. Yeah.
All right. Boop. Boop. None of those hit, does it?
I can't see anything.
9 and a 16.
16 hits.
Woohoo! All right, you take 4 damage from a javelin hitting you in the shoulder.
I'd say that the darkness of the sphere around me seems to
Goblin up.
slow it down as it goes to hit me, and it drops to the floor just before it gets to me, because that comes off my temp HP.
Nice. Saren, it's your turn.
It looks pretty messed up.
Yes, it looks very bad.
Okay. I'll go up to attack.
Uh-huh.
Do-do-do-do.
Where did you put that picture, by the way?
You hit. Roll for damage. All right. What'd you do? You shot it with a Oh no, you go up and you stab it right in the throat. And it just falls limp to the floor.
Flies down. Woo! That was fun.
Spars.
You know, the the leader should have been more civil after losing everything he had around him.
In all fairness, we were speaking to him in common.
It
He may
I
not
was
have understood.
did
Yeah.
seem strangely ready to fight, though. Maybe they like this fortress a lot more than they normally like things.
Or they're just a lot more scared of whoever bosses them around than they are of us.
Well,
Didn't get that one at all.
I got robot
No.
voice.
Yeah, you're broken up.
oh, okay. Yeah, I might be
Oh,
breaking
no, I can
out,
hear you now.
but I said I was talking to him. Oh, okay. I was talking to him in Goblin, and they were assholes.
Good. Always nice to know the people you murdered is an asshole after the fact.
Alrighty. And that is where we're going to leave the session for today. You all gain 73 XP each for combat. And yeah, it is very specific. I am a very specific set of person. Alrighty. So yes, we will say goodbye to everyone watching. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, guys. Bye bye.